wish I wasn't scared of driving or of planes, and I wish I knew where life was headed. I wish I had bought the camera that was in my cart for 5 months before we went on this trip, or at least the iPhone gimbal. I wish my finger wasn't in the shot, and that I had finished this video in July like I planned. But when I think about it, I just wish that I would stop wishing. See, me and my family went to Jamaica this summer. It's where my parents grew up, and it's where I was born. I don't know if it was the coastline drives, or the mountains, or that vague connection I feel every time I go there, but I spent a bunch of time during this trip just reflecting. Like the day we went to this river. For literally no reason, I decided that I didn't want to go. I spent the whole trip there frowning with my arms crossed, ruining the excitement that everyone else had. And when we got there and I saw the rain, I threw my phone in the car and shut down even more. And well, I was wrong. The place was incredible. I sat in a little raft and all. Most of the time on the river, I just thought about all the experiences of my life that I've wasted because I decided how they would go beforehand. I asked my sister for her phone and caught a few of these videos, and I was mad that I left my own phone in the car. And even though I don't think me and an iPhone would have done this place justice, I wish I had tried. And actually, I did get the chance to try. A few days later, we went to the other side of the island and I got to pick the AirBNB. I took a risk and picked this place that was on a mountain. It looked great, but I couldn't tell how high up it was. Well, when we got to the base of the mountain and the GPS still said 40 minutes left, I knew there was going to be a problem. We tried to make it up, but after 25 minutes, we decided to turn back. I wish I recorded how high we were, but I was too busy freaking out. Best I can tell you is that we were somewhere on that mountain. And my first thought as we were driving down was that this is a perfect metaphor for my life. Whatever mountain I try to climb, I always fail before I reach the peak. Yeah, I'm actually that dramatic. But a better thought came too. I remember the day on the river and just decided that maybe before having a total breakdown, I should see what happens. We called my aunt and she found this guy named Joe who had a guest house we could stay at. We found the place pretty easily, and considering I had almost ruined another day of our vacation, I was just happy we had somewhere to sleep. Well, that was until Joe came out and took us to the deck that overlooked a private beach. And for the second time in 3 days, I was shook. This time though, it wasn't just the beauty of the place, but it was this feeling of gratitude I had. I walked down to the beach and all I could think of was that I'm really lucky. The only reason we're here is because of a mistake, and now I get to experience a place that maybe 1,000, 2,000 people have ever seen? I don't know, it was just humbling to me. And the funny part is, we only stayed there for a few hours. The water stopped working and by the next morning we had to move to somewhere else, but I already learned my lesson. For the rest of the trip, I took everything in. I appreciated every ride we took, every tour we went on, and every location we got to see, and by the last day, I even think I changed a little bit. I didn't spend that day wishing that I had woken up to see the sunrise like I planned. I was just happy when I got to see the sunset, and I like things a lot more when I'm not making any wishes.